Good morning, sixth graders. Welcome to the lesson 5. Today we are going to see a new lesson and important information about a scientific and important scientific in the process of science in the story of this class. Cavendish is the last name of this scientist that developed different scientific projects in one important machine. In conclusion, as an introduction, the machine that Cavendish did is about the weights of what? The weights of gases. And he discovered different gases and he discovered nitrogen and oxygen as that the water was not one element, just nitrogen and oxygen were combined in water. So it's important to understand this topic. Look at the picture, and we have the topic. The name is the story of Henry Cavendish. Henry Cavendish. Why were many of Henry Cavendish's discoveries unknown until long after his death? Mad scientists are popular figures in films and on TV. We will hear in Crazy Grains. They spend all their time in labs surrounded by bubbling big bakers, and brightly colored test tubes in reality. So if you see like the picture of the prototype of one scientist is like this, right? A mad scientist with the hair like crazy and everything. But in conclusion, however, scientists are hardworking professionals doing their jobs like workers in any other fields. That's not to say science that history doesn't have its share of interesting people. Through Henry Cavendish was certainly one of them. Born in 1731, Cavendish was one of the most brilliant scientists of his time. But his incredible shyness, stopping here, and we are going to see this word shyness. Shyness come from shy, a person that don't like to be social, to be in the society. So Cavendish was very shyness, and he disliked to stay with people together. So shyness led to some old behaviors. He came from one extremely wealthy family that was a part of British royalty. He was from British, which means that Cavendish did not have to go out into the world to work. Instead, he insulated himself inside his home and spent his life conducting scientific research. Cavendish did attend weekly meetings with other scientists where they discussed their research, and these scientists recognized Cavendish's talent. But they also understood how fearful he was in other people. When guests came to the meetings, they were asked not to speak directly to Cavendish or he will become uncomfortable. So he was very shy. So he didn't like when he talked with other people that the other people or the other person look at his face. Imagine how shy he was. So he was very shy, but in this moment, he discovered and he was in special scientific, very recognized with other scientists, right? So, in conclusion, Cavendish was an important scientist. Despite, give me a moment, despite his incredible shyness, Cavendish was an accomplished researcher. He made amazing discoveries, and we are going to see about what discoveries he did. For example, about electricity, the elements, the nature of gases, and the conservation of energy. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Cavendish was very secretive about his work. No one knew that the true extent of his genius until decades after his death. The physicist James Clerk Maxwell went through his papers in the late 18th and saw that many other scientists had received credit for important discoveries. In conclusion, chicos y chicas, in 1790s, Cavendish inherited a complicated contraption from another scientist, and he studied the gravitational pull of large weights, hanging from the machine. Again, other smaller weights. Cavendish used his calculations from this machine to determine earth weight. O sea, él pesó los gases y pudo clasificarlos en gases livianos, como el nitrógeno, y otros gases. He discovered some combination of gases, and he was an amazing scientist in the process of science. So let's go to the classwork and answer the questions. Write your name on the line and circle the letter of the best answer to each question below. Cavendish machine helped him calculate. Option A, the force of Earth gravity. Option B, Earth's circumference. Letter C, Earth's weight. All of the above. Cavendish machines help him calculate what? We may say the Earth weight or the force of Earth gravity. 2. I think it's Earth weight. Cavendish machine used the force of gravity, weights, electricity, both A and B. I think it's A and B, the 2. Next page is about the questions. How do you think Cavendish shyness helped him in his scientific work? My opinion is that he was very shy, and he because he was very shy, he concentrated and he did the investigations very well. This is my opinion, right? Because he disliked to stay with people, he wants to stay alone, whatever. He was a crazy scientist, and he discovered important information. How did Cavendish's shyness interfere in his ability to be a good scientist? For me, no. For me, no, it's negative. No, for me, the shyness was positive for him to concentrate and do the machine. Something that he disliked in the reading said that if someone talk with him to the face, he feels uncomfortable, right? This is the only part. So like this. Okay, chicos, this is the lesson 5. You have to do the classwork, upload the pictures, and do the rest of the classwork you are missing. Some people didn't send me the experiments, and I didn't check. I saw some experiments, but I need to check all of them. Love you so much. See you on the next meet. Bye.